Biography of Luang Pu Toh, the most renowned monks in Thailand. Phra Pidta, or Luang Pu Toh in Ta Suwano, was born on March 27, 1887, in Ban Klong Nong Noi, Samut Songkhram Province, about 75 kilometers southwest of Bangkok. In 1900, when he turned 13, his parents passed away, and a relative sent him to Wat Phra Pidta, a Thai Buddhist temple in Wat the Phra subdistrict, Bangkok Yai district, Bangkok's Thonburi side. He began his Buddhist education under the tutelage of Luang Pu Suk and studied Dhamma under the then abbot, Luang Pu Prum. He was ordained as a novice when he was 17, but unfortunately, Luang Pu Suk passed away a day after his ordination. Luang Pu Toh was then supported by Kun Klai and Kun Pun, the relatives of Luang Pu Suk, until he was 20 years old. At that time, Luang Pu Seng of Wat Pak Nam fulfilled his ordination as a full monk on July 16, 1907. It was also present as the preceptors were Pra Kru Tama Wairat of Wat Gumpang and Pra Kru Orga Tra Nu Sit of Wat Nua No Ra Dit. He received the monastic name in Ta Suwano, which means one who has a good understanding of the Dhamma. After Luang Pu Prum passed away, Luang Pu Toh went to study Dhamma under Luang Phor Rong of Wat Ta Gra Bua in Samuzakon Province, Luang Phor Niam of Wat Noi at Suphanburi Province, and Luang Phor Pum of Wat Bangklo, Bangkok. After some time, Luang Pu Toh decided to go to Thudong alone. He felt that he needed to get away from the distractions of the city to focus on his meditation practice. He also wanted to learn from the wisdom of other monks living in the forest. Luang Pu Toh traveled to a remote mountain range in northern Thailand and lived in a cave. It is said that Luang Pu Toh spent many years in the cave, meditating and studying the Dhamma. He lived an effortless life, eating whatever food he could find and wearing only the needed clothes. He spent his days in meditation and his nights studying the Dhamma. He learned a great deal about himself and the world around him. He also developed a deep understanding of the Dhamma. Luang Pu Toh's Thudong also made himself a great teacher, compassionate, wise, and even more dedicated to Buddhism. His Thudong practice helped him to develop great concentration and mindfulness. It also helped him to overcome his attachments and to develop compassion for all beings. It is a reminder that it is possible to cultivate Buddhist precepts even in the most challenging circumstances. Luang Pu Toh traveled alone for many years, living in caves and under trees. He also slept on whatever was available and spent many hours each day in meditation, contemplating the nature of reality and the path to liberation. After many years of Thudong, Luang Pu Toh returned to Wat Phra Pidta and was a changed man. Luang Pu Toh was a dedicated Buddhist monk who was always eager to learn more. His desire to learn more led him to move to Wat Bodhi in Bangkok, where he could study with some of the most renowned Buddhist scholars of the time. Luang Pu Toh also studied the Buddhist teachings under the guidance of many renowned monks, including Luang Pu Kum of Wat Phra Pidta, and he got to know Luang Pu Sot of Wat Pak Nam and became close friends. At the age of 26, Luang Pu Toh returned to Wat Phra Pidta to succeed Luang Pu Kum, who resigned from his abbot position at the temple. Luang Pu Toh was a close friend of Luang Pu Sot of Wat Pak Nam. The two monks were often seen together, discussing Buddhist teachings and sharing their insights. The relationship between Luang Pu Toh and Luang Pu Sot was a blessing to both in the Buddhist community. Their shared love of learning and commitment to the Buddhist path made them a powerful force for good in the world. Luang Pu Toh served as the abbot of Wat Phra Pidta for over 40 years. As an abbot, he transformed the temple into a major center for Buddhist learning and meditation. He also established some schools and charities to help the poor and needy. Luang Pu Toh was a highly respected teacher and mentor. He was known for his clear, concise teachings and compassionate and caring nature. He helped to guide and inspire many people on their spiritual journeys. Luang Pu Toh passed away in 1962 at the age of 75. Buddhists still deeply revered him, and his legacy inspires people to live a life of wisdom and compassion. He is still remembered today as one of the most revered Buddhist monks in Thai history. Luang Pu Toh was a very popular monk, and people from all walks of life came to him for advice and guidance. He was also known for his miraculous powers, and many people have reported experiencing miracles after receiving his blessing. He is also one of the most popular amulet makers of all time. Luang Pu Toh was known for his ability to create powerful amulets, especially the Phra Pidta amulet, the Buddha amulets with their eyes closed. They are believed to have great power to protect the wearer from harm and bring them good luck and protection. Luang Pu Toh is still highly revered by Buddhists in Thailand and around the world. He is always remembered as a great teacher, a compassionate monk, and a miracle worker. Here is a story about Luang Pu Toh's Thudong practice. Once, Luang Pu Toh was on Thudong in the forest when he came across a group of bandits. The bandits were armed and dangerous, threatening to kill Luang Pu Toh if he didn't give them all his money. Luang Pu Toh calmly looked at the bandits and said, "I have no money. But I can give you something else." The bandits were confused. "What else can you give us?" they asked. Luang Pu Toh said, "I can give you the Dhamma." The bandits laughed. "We don't want your Dhamma," they said. "We want your money." Luang Pu Toh said, "My Dhamma is more valuable than any amount of money. If you are open to it, I can teach you how to suffer less and live happier lives." The bandits were intrigued. They had never met a monk like Luang Pu Toh before. Luang Pu Toh sat down and began to teach the bandits about the Dhamma. He spoke about the Four Noble Truths, the Noble Eightfold Path, and the importance of compassion. The bandits listened intently to Luang Pu Toh's teachings. They had never heard anything like it before. After a while, one of the bandits spoke up. "We are sorry for threatening you," he said. "We didn't know that you were a monk. We promise never to harm you or anyone else again." The other bandits agreed. Luang Pu Toh's teaching so moved them that they decided to change their lives. Luang Pu Toh continued to teach the bandits about the Dhamma for several days. After that, he left them to continue on his journey. The bandits always remembered Luang Pu Toh's teachings. They changed their lives and became good people. Here is another story about Luang Pu Toh that illustrates his compassion and kindness. One day, a woman came to see Luang Pu Toh. She was very upset because her husband had left her and their children. She asked Luang Pu Toh for help. Luang Pu Toh listened to the woman's story with compassion. He then told her that he would help but that she would need to have faith. He gave her a Phra Pidta amulet and told her always to wear it. The woman took the amulet and thanked Luang Pu Toh. She went home and put on the amulet. A few days later, the woman's husband returned home, apologized to her for leaving, and promised never to leave again. The woman was overjoyed. She thanked Luang Pu Toh for his help. One of the most famous stories about Luang Pu Toh, Phra Pidta amulets. Once upon a time, there was a man who was very poor and struggling to make ends meet. He had a family to support but couldn't find a job that paid enough. He was feeling very discouraged and hopeless. One day, the man heard about Luang Pu Toh and his Phra Pidta amulets. The man was intrigued. He had heard many stories about this. He heard that the amulets were very powerful and could help people to achieve their goals and overcome their problems. The man decided to go to Wat Pradu Chimpli to get a Phra Pidta amulet from Luang Pu Toh. When the man arrived at Wat Pradu Chimpli, he was shocked that many people were waiting to see Luang Pu Toh. He waited for hours but finally got to see Luang Pu Toh. The man told Luang Pu Toh about his problems and asked him for help. Luang Pu Toh listened to the man's story and gave him a Phra Pidta amulet. Luang Pu Toh told the man always to wear the amulet and pray to it for help. The man took the Phra Pidta amulet and went home. He started to wear the amulet all the time, and he prayed to it for help every day. A few weeks later, the man got a new job that paid very well. He could support his family and no longer struggled to make ends meet. The man was grateful to Luang Pu Toh and his Phra Pidta amulet. These are just some stories of the many miracles attributed to Luang Pu Toh and his Phra Pidta amulets. Luang Pu Toh was a genuinely great monk, and his Phra Pidta amulets are among the most powerful and one of the most popular and sought-after amulets in Thailand. People from all walks of life in Thailand wear this amulet. It is a popular amulet among business people, politicians, and celebrities. It is also worn by ordinary people seeking protection from harm and good fortune. Now let us chant the preliminary prayer. Before chanting to any Thai Buddhist statue or amulet. First, chant 3 times of this initial mantra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ
เขาวังปติจะมหาเถโรลาภลาภูนิรันตรังเขาวังปติจะมหาเถรังลาภสุขังภวันตุเมเขาวังปติจะมหาเถโรลาภลาภูนิรันตรังเขาวังปติจะมหาเถรังลาภสุขังภวันตุเมเขาวังปติจะมหาเถโรลาภลาภูนิรันตรังเขาวังปติจะมหาเถรังลาภสุขังภวันตุเม
If you are lucky to own an amulet of Luang Pu Toh, you are blessed with a powerful and auspicious object. Luang Pu Toh was a highly revered Thai Buddhist monk who was known for his holiness and compassion. He was also a master of amulet making, and his amulets are believed to have many benefits, including protection from evil spirits and dark magic, good luck and fortune, success in business and career, prosperity and wealth, health and well-being, peace and happiness. To receive the full benefits of a Luang Pu Toh amulet, it is important to wear it with respect and faith. It is also recommended to have the amulet blessed by a monk before you start wearing it. May God bless you with joy, peace, happiness, and good health and keep you safe throughout your life.